The Friends of the Rouge organization recently hosted an important public meeting about an exciting new amenity coming to the Rouge River.
So tonight is the Lower Rouge River Water Trail Open House. This is an opportunity for the public to come in and give some input on a strategic planning process that we've been underway for about 2 years to kind of provide feedback on what we've done so far. So people are able to comment on everything from the maintenance to the design to the logo, learn about where launch sites might be located, amenities at those launch sites, things of that nature.
Participants also had a chance to see a draft of the plans for the trail.
The water trail is 27 miles, but if you add the little loop around Zug Island, it's 29.25 miles. It starts in Canton Township. It goes through 10 communities plus Wayne County Parks.
There will be 2 launch sites in the city of Dearborn, one at Ford Field and one at Dearborn Hills Golf Course. Both of these are scheduled to open late in the fall of this year or early spring in 2020. For those who would like to use the water trail now, there are a couple of sites that are currently open.
In the water trail, there are a number of sites that you can access, but there are not defined access points at this time. That's kind of what we're working on. You have the Melvindale Kessie Fieldhouse is one point of access that you can get in now, and Bellinger Park is the access point there as well. So you can get from Melvindale, you can cruise down the Rouge to Bellinger Park and get out. And that's about a 2-hour paddle. You can add another 45-minute onto that paddle if you take the Zug Island Loop.
Creating a trail like this brings about more changes to the area.
Well, the good thing about a water trail is in some respects it's already there, right? People can already paddle on the river. So what they can start to expect are some of the amenities that go with the water trail. And that will take some time, but things like accessible launches and signage, both at that launch site and at some wayfinding signage as well. There's going to be a lot more discussion about programming and safety and really some stewardship activities that are associated with the water trail that we hope this process will bring about.
This trail is only possible because of the long-term efforts that have been made to improve the water quality in the Rouge River.
Over the last 50 years, there have been tremendous improvements in the water quality in the Rouge River. In 1969, the Rouge River caught on fire down by the 75 overpass. This marks a historic transformation in how the Rouge is perceived, and actually the water quality in the Rouge is inherently much better. We are not the only ones who are responsible for this transformation of the Rouge. It's everything from the local municipalities to the federal government mandating certain legislation, including the Clean Water Act, amongst many others.
There are so many positive reasons for this trail to be created.
It's one of these sports that you can do your whole life. So little kids can do it, parents with their kids can do it, elderly folks can do it. So it's a lifelong sport. We're seeing more and more people access the water every year. And we've seen communities across the state really leverage their water trails for kind of that trail town or trail tourism aspect of people coming to their community, paddling on the river, and then deciding, you know what, let's go stay in the community and let's get something to eat, and maybe we'll spend a weekend in those communities. So very much it can act as a leverage for economic and community development.
The reason why this trail is an asset to the communities it runs through is because it brings people back to the river. It's sort of a lost asset. And the river has a lot of opportunities to get back on it and paddle. It's a recreational amenity right in your backyard that you didn't maybe even know about. When people learn about the water trail as an option for recreation, it gets them excited. It's a different way of getting outside and experiencing nature. It also offers the opportunity for communities to engage in an economic development piece with their Downtown Development Corporation. So you can essentially become a water town. So this is another way to engage people from out of town to come in who might want to go to Greenfield Village, have lunch, and do something else. And this could be the something else.
To find out more about the plans for the water trail or any other programs the Friends of the Rouge sponsors, visit their website at therouge.org.